Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius moon, born in the year of the metal ram. All the possible Western sun and moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in fire sign. Basically motivated by inspirations and aspirations. Recharges energy through vigorous, physically demanding activity and by pursuing new visions for the future. The Sun in the Signs, Interpretive Guidelines. Sun in Aries. Radiates forceful, confident vitality. Tries to fill need for recognition with self-assertion and direct, competitive actions. Forceful assertion of individuality is necessary for full self-expression. Identifies self as explorer, pioneer, the first to begin an adventure, quickly grasps essentials. May antagonize others with too forceful expression of individuality. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in water signs. Reacts to changing experiences with sensitivity and emotion. Feels comfortable with self when feelings are deeply involved. Sign position of the moon. How one reacts based on subconscious predisposition. Moon in Pisces. Reacts sensitively, compassionately, empathetically, evasively, vulnerably, and idealistically. Periods of unfocused, freely imaginative daydreaming help bring emotional tranquility. Needs a sense of oneness with the world and the universe to feel secure and right about oneself. Nurtures others through healing compassion and sympathy. Feels secure when serving humanity or a spiritual ideal. Feelings about self are nebulous, which can inhibit self-understanding and confidence. Flows easily with changing situations. Contentment comes through giving of self and/or transcending the personal self and its fears. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Pisces. Visionary, dreamer, romantic, sensitive, emotionally positive, with a divine discontent that nothing of this world will take away. Poetical and mystical if unafflicted. Makes a great gentleness in the person, but doesn't help in a worldly sense. Good for musicians and artists, for this gives a greatly heightened sensitivity to life. A great sympathy for the underdog. Suffering through the emotions for this position of the moon is difficult. Needs to strengthen the will in order to withstand the impact of negative vibrations from others. In a male chart, attracts a sensitive and sentimental female. Not overstrong physically. Sun-Moon Alchemy, the elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian, 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to Sun, Earth, Moon, Fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Fire-water combinations. Take firepower and water power and put them together, and you get steam, the power which drove the great trains. Steam is used to cleanse and sterilize and can also scald. Emotionally, this combination has a reputation for being especially given to passionate emotional involvement. Volatile, romantic, moody, the fire-water person has the artistic temperament which can fluctuate wildly. It is a poetic, ardent temperament, courageous in its visions, yet vulnerable in its need for love and inspiration. The poet Shelley, Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces, exemplified this passionate, artistic nature very well, and could equally be describing himself when he rejoices in his poem The Skylark. Pourest thy full heart and profuse strains of unpremeditated art. When the sun is in water and the moon is in fire, the result is a passionate crusader whose feelings fuel his purpose and art. But fire can make water evaporate, and water may extinguish fire. When this happens, this type can feel unstable, depressed, and disoriented. Shadow side. The fire-water individual often lacks the ability to take the impersonal view, that is, to step back and reason impartially about things. Their approach is intensely personal, urgent, passionate, and for them, life lacks meaning and color if that vital personal ingredient is taken away. Often a slave to the intense fluctuation of moods, this type's volatility can reach fanatical proportions, especially if a cool, reasoned argument is called for. Instability and impracticality can play havoc with the smooth running of their lives. Relationships. The fire-water type is a highly romantic, warm, and emotional person, and to a large degree thrives on love and satisfying relationships. Whilst one part of the nature may want to merge and gain absolute security, however, another part wants excitement and challenge. One part may feel an infinite capacity to give, whilst another part is impelled to devour. This mixture can be demanding to live with, but also exciting and rewarding in the way that it might stretch other, less emotional types. People with this combination tend to feel contained and grounded by earth-air types. Their moodiness and changeability is less problematic as they learn to direct some of their emotional energy into their own creative pursuits. Male versus female. This combination blends the most feminine and the most masculine of the elements. An extreme yang and an extreme yin quality together produces a very creative but also a very volatile and often difficult combination for either sex to handle. Both males and females can experience huge mood swings as they contact first their powerful independence and pride, and then their sensitivity and vulnerability. In general, both males and females will seek highly personal professional avenues. Conforming to convention is not their strong suit. Under the label of the artist, both the male and female fire-water type will find more compassionate acceptance as well as intense admiration from others. In other words, their artistic inspiration and highly theatrical style usually more than compensates for their lack of emotional stability. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William Yu Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Aries, Moon in Pisces. Seer. A busy and aggressive adventurer is the personality of your Aries. On the Pisces side, there is almost a passive and timid character and a very sensitive individual. All of this makes it hard to actually be the dynamo that so many people think they see. Your challenges are sometimes met with fear because insecurity stops you. Fear often keeps you from confronting the challenges you encounter. The Aries-Pisces mixture results in emotional conflict combined with excellent creativity. Your spiritual journey from the Pisces side might lift your Aries such that great ideas can get a start. Lack of certainty and a less than secure mindset can block the road to success and fulfillment. There are two extremely different natures in one being here. Due to childhood experiences, you get a deep sense of inferiority. This prevents your natural, decisive nature from opening up because you do not perceive things clearly. It is critical for you to accept yourself. A careful self-examination will show your powers and talents. There is nothing lost in power with a sensitive individual. Do not succumb to self-doubt, but rather work to understand your anxieties. You have a great sense of fantasy and imagination, which can be either good or bad depending on how it is put to use. In businesses involving speculation, you can employ your extremely sensitive skills of intuition to be successful. A single dream led publisher Hugh Hefner, an Aries Pisces, to establish a worldwide brand as a reality. As for your sexual needs, your sensitivity and creativity are significant elements. You can be the master of your fate by rising above insecurity. Only after you have done so will you conquer fear and become the master of your life. You are a mirror for those around you. You reflect back their general mood of things. This comes from your sensitive nature. Psychological support from friends and family is important. Choose carefully who you spend your time with. Keep your lines of communication free. Otherwise, there is a chance of loneliness and isolation. Maintain a level of social activity. Keep in mind that you can successfully deal with things you see as weaknesses by discussing them. In terms of a career, possibilities are something in the creative fields of art, design, drama, or even music. A quick note from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign, Moon Sign. Sun in Aries, Moon in Pisces, your greatest strengths. A fertile imagination. Offbeat, but wonderfully original style and philosophy of life. Vulnerability and openness to experience. Commitment to the never-ending quest to find your real identity and to be true intellectually and emotionally to yourself. Your greatest weaknesses. Tendency to worry too much, which can weaken your vitality. The power of your mood swings, which can undermine your relationships and darken your state of mind. Emotional impressionability. Tendency to drift into dreams rather than concentrating on the here and now. Image for integration. A world champion boxer and an artist in Greenwich Village meet, fall in love, marry, and struggle happily ever after.